Wow.
That worked.
It's just reminding us what an amazing few weeks we've actually had, haven't we? It has been non-stop.
You've been very, very busy, especially this week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this beautiful Sunday evening.
Well, not so beautiful now, Dom, because it has just about started to rain. It has clouded over here in Wales. So, as we usually do ask, let us know that you can hear us first of all. And secondly, tell us what the weather's like where you are.
So it's a little bit murky now. We have had a beautiful afternoon-ish, and now the clouds sort of starting to draw in. And we're in for a little bit of rain before a glorious week, apparently.
Well, the weather did say we were meant to have thunderstorms this evening, so we shall wait and see. But so far, just rain.
So far, so good.
Well, yeah, what a week or 2, 3 weeks we've had.
still catching up with us, I think.
Yeah, it has been amazing. Now, me and Dom have had a gin, inspired by watching Sweet Nature, because they were on the gin. Now, ours is not from the gin club, although we've got about 3 or 4 gin club gins still in the cupboard because we can't drink them quick enough.
No, we were in the gin club, but and it was great to have this little basket of joy delivered to the house every couple of months, we decided in the end, but we just couldn't get through it quick enough.
No, we need to drink quicker.
We need to drink more gin, but then we hardly drink gin in the winter.
No, but then we saw Lindsay and Mark with one, and we thought, we quite fancy a gin.
The weather's warming up. So, we've, welcome for joining us. Yes, we have just not long come back from Celestyal Journey, our first time on board with Celestyal, and what a fantastic experience we had. I can't believe that we've been back 2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks this weekend. We've just flown back from Athens, which was, again, a whirlwind of a trip. It's now, quickly we should say, if you've got any questions, please pop them into the chat. The more questions, the better. There is no such thing as a silly question. If you've never cruised before, give us your questions. If you've cruised loads before and you've got something of interest that we've done, please do ask a question as well. Yes, and we'll go back to talking about Celestyal because it was a whirlwind of a cruise. We would 100% recommend it. But it was full on.
It was full on. With Celestyal, you tend not to have a sea day. So it was kind of a new port every single day for us because we'd never been to any of these destinations. So, we flew into Athens. We managed to get the metro from Athens to Piraeus Port, and it's really quite straightforward. We were really proud of ourselves managing that.
All by ourselves.
And then we visited Kefalonia, Dubrovnik, Kotor, Corfu, and then Bari, in Italy, and then Olympia,
Catacolan for Olympia.
It was just incredible, and we were so fortunate for the weather because we were going sort of the end of April. We were half expecting it to be a little bit grey and a little bit, I suppose, cold, but it was beautiful. We had really, really great weather, as you can see by our semi-tan.
They're hanging on in there very slightly. Yeah, it was fantastic. The ship is an older ship, but Celestyal have refreshed it. So we were on Celestyal Journey. They have 2 ships. Celestyal Journey and Celestyal Discovery. Now, we were on Journey. It was really nice on board. Everything was modernised. Yes, there was a few hints to the classic nature of the ship. It was an old Holland America ship, and in some of the cabins, you could tell that it was an older ship. But the carpets, the furniture, everything was new.
It was well looked after.
Definitely well looked after. If anyone's been on Fred Olsen Borealis, now we haven't been on there, but we've seen a lot of pictures and it is very similar, the layout of the ship and some of the layout of the cabins. So that was great. And the itinerary, as Dom said, was action-packed. So if you want to see parts of Greece and cover lots in a short amount of time, it is definitely worth doing. We went on a few excursions with Celestyal, and they were all fantastic. Now, Celestyal won an award. I'm just my shirt is like thing there. Celestyal won an award at the Sailawaze Awards, which we'll talk about in a minute, for their excursions, and we can definitely see why they are very immersive. Celestyal spend a lot of time in ports. We had an overnight in Dubrovnik, which was great. and lots and lots of immersive excursions.
I think the one that stands out was the cave, the blue cave.
Messalini Cave in Kefalonia.
Just wow. Honestly, wow. Couldn't get over it. It's just beautiful.
It's a cave that the roof of the cave has collapsed and it's opened up to a crystal clear blue lake, something you can imagine in a dream, really. It is perfectly clear, perfectly pristine. And you go on there on a little rowboat with a little man rowing us along. Well, the man wasn't so little.
Yeah.
But
about 15 of us in the boat. We did well.
Through the cave and into the bit of the cave that still has a ceiling, and then back out into this crystal clear lake. Fantastic.
To be fair, all of the excursions, even when we went up to Olympia and around there, that was really incredible just to see the stadium where they used to do the sprinting, because they used to do like 100-meter sprint back then. Incredible.
Yeah, it is where the birthplace of the ancient Olympics, as the name suggests.
Yeah, really, really great cruise, and the food was fantastic as well. Some of the speciality dining was just like Tom's still talking about the spaghetti. Well, I say spaghetti bolognese. It wasn't spaghetti.
It was way more elevated than spaghetti bolognese,
but it was incredible.
Yeah.
And then this week.
This week has been crazy, absolutely crazy. But perhaps we'll do a few hellos and then we'll talk about that. Otherwise, we'll talk about it.
Just going on and on and on. So, Shamai, Mary.
Shamai.
Thank you for joining us. Hope you're well. We got Tracy. Hello, Mary. Hi, Tracy. I should read through these before I start clicking on. It's Gil and Sandra. Thank you for joining us. Much appreciated. Sweet Nature, thank you for joining us. And we really did enjoy your live earlier on this evening.
Yeah, if you've missed Sweet Nature's live, they have a dilemma of what cruise to go on next. What a lovely dilemma.
First world problems, I suppose.
Yeah. So if you've got any ideas, they are definitely open to those, and give their live a watch. If you didn't watch it, you can watch it back and give them some ideas of what perhaps they can go on next.
But they had some fantastic suggestions.
Yeah. Virgin.
Azamara.
That Azamara one was a bargain.
The celebrity one was a bargain as well, wasn't it? Celebrity Scent, was it?
I think Ken was on there like whacking in the offers. So some really good ones.
Davina, thank you for joining us. Rose, thank you for joining us on this Sunday. Hopefully you're all well. And,
hello, Rose.
Nice and chilled on this Sunday evening. Sisters on Seas, thank you very much.
Is it both sisters today? Are you both here, Lizzie and Laura, or is the football finished now? Has football finished?
I have no idea.
We don't know. Let us know.
It's quite. Thank you for joining us. I am in the process of putting out all of our Queen Anne vlogs at the minute. So tomorrow is day 3 in Vigo, where we made the girls hike up the mountain. It's a very interesting episode, and that's live for our Patreons right now. So if you'd like an early release, head over to Patreon.
Yes.
Gil and Sandra.
Now, on the subject of Patreons, I must say that last time we did say we would say hello to Gary.
Yes.
And we forgot. We got carried away chatting and we forgot. So, hiya, Gary. This is a special hello to you, as we forgot last time.
Yes, we did. We didn't mean to. It's just sometimes the lives go off in one direction and another, don't they? And
before we know it, the hour's gone.
And flies by. Mary Rain has gone in the valleys. You near my stag, but sunny again now. Well, that's good to hear. Hopefully we'll get some later
bring
on.
It back. Yeah, if the sun's out in my stag, hopefully it's heading our way.
Sun's always out in my stag.
Is it?
No idea.
I don't think it was out when I went to my stag.
We can hear, and the weather is lovely. Oh, thank you, girls. Much appreciated. David, hello, one and all. Question: can you tell what yourselves and the King chatted about at the Royal Tea Party? Well, he was asking about an all-inclusive departing from Barcelona in December.
What, on Morella?
Yeah.
Camilla's a big fan of Morella.
I love an all-inclusive.
Right, so it's a good time to talk about the palace then, maybe now Dave has brought it up. So on Wednesday, we headed to London because me and Dom were lucky enough to receive an invite to the Buckingham Palace garden party. The invite came through my work, which I work for Prime Cymru, which is a charity here in Wales The King founded the charity back in 2001, and it is similar to the Prince's Trust. However, the charity that I work for at the moment supports those over the age of 50. Again, doing all those similar things to the Prince's Trust, such as helping people into employment, self-employment, training and volunteering. I say that often so I can reel it off. So if you are interested in the charity that I work for and find out more, just check out the Prime Cymru website and that'll tell you more about that. But the King himself, he was fantastic. It was such a special moment to meet him in person. Now, it all started when we got to the gates of Buckingham Palace.
Yes, so that was beautiful. It was just beautiful. Obviously, they're just setting up for VE Day. There was a number of celebrations a couple of days before, and then the day after there was the VE Day main celebration. So, you know, the Mall, Buckingham Palace was all decorated beautifully. It was a really, really beautiful experience.
So yeah, as I said, when we got to the gates of Buckingham Palace, we were shown into the palace itself, along with 7,000 other people.
A lot of people.
A lot of people had an invite. What made our invite different is that we didn't follow everybody else. We actually went and met a member of the palace team who then took us to the top of the steps in Buckingham Palace, overlooking all these 7,000 other people, which was quite
that was unreal.
Quite an surreal experience.
Yeah, surreal, because people were just staring at us, thinking to themselves, what on earth are they doing up there?
Who are these people standing on the top of the stairs waiting for the King and Queen to arrive? And we were told we were lucky enough to meet one of the royal family, and we didn't know until that point that we were going to meet the King. So what a fantastic opportunity. So out came all the King's guards, the Beefeaters, his...
well, the Beefeaters are his bodyguards,
aren't
they? So they were clearing the way while we were just looking on.
The people who support the King, all his staff were there as well, which was great. They then escorted us down through the sea of people, should I say, who parted lovely for us, and we stood there right in the middle of Buckingham Palace gardens and waited for the King to arrive. He came, spoke to us. He did ask me about the charity, about Prime Cymru. Obviously, he already is aware of it. He knows what's happening. He was the founder of the charity. Talked to me about our office that we have in Llandovery. The King used to have a house nearby, and so he spoke about that. Spoke a little bit about the work that I'm currently doing with the charity. Introduced, well, I was going to say the Lord, what was his name?
I can't remember.
Anyway, one of the palace staff introduced Dom. We got chatting. There were other people who worked for Prime Cymru as well with me, and we carried on from there, didn't we?
We did. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, so we also had, do you want to talk about what else happened at the palace?
Oh, so after we met and spoke with the King, we were the last group because we were the closest to the royal tea tent, so we were the last group that he spoke to, and then we explored Buckingham Palace gardens. Believe it or not, it's free reign. You could just walk around
the whole of the gardens.
Yeah,
and it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was a massive, huge. Couldn't get over it, and beautifully sort of maintained as you would expect. And yeah, visited the tennis court, had a look at the little lake, and just a really pleasant, nice, surreal afternoon at Buckingham Palace.
They also gave us food and tea.
Yeah, the food was very good.
Yeah, we were welcomed with lemon and barley, cordial squash type thing. So they gave us that as our welcome.
Don't think it was Robinson's though.
I don't know. Well, I presume it was from one of the royal gardens or something. The lemons. Who knows? An
interesting fact with the tea.
Yeah,
they have their own Twinings garden tea variety.
Garden party tea.
Garden party tea.
So yeah, everyone was,
the other half live, eh?
Yeah, very nice. There was lots of finger sandwiches, as you expect, beautiful cakes, and also little bit ice creams as well they were giving out.
Yeah. You had a tub, I didn't.
I had a tub of ice cream as well. So a very, very interesting,
amazing
fun, surreal day.
busy because we were both back in work on the Thursday.
Yeah. So yeah, very, very good.
Very good. So yeah, just a general little chit chat. He was very friendly, chatty. In real good spirits.
The whole team at the Palace were fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, so
Amsterdam, fab weather.
Good.
Yeah. Wow. We'd like to be in Amsterdam. We enjoy going to Amsterdam.
I'm thinking back to Queen Victoria, was it, at Christmas, where we did the light display on the canal tour.
Yeah,
that was great, really good. And then Virgin on
Virgin in the summer. Did the cheese and wine.
Oh yeah, that was good. Unlimited wine.
Yeah,
that's bad. Fly Drive Explore. Oh no, thank you for joining us. Sunny here, just a few miles along the coast.
They've got it nicer at Den further south in Wales than we have. Yeah.
Susan, hi, Tom and Don. Worcestershire has been beautiful but ready to rain. Wow, those pics are fantastic. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, we do feel very humbled and very sort of, I suppose, I wouldn't say. Well,
I don't think we still properly processed it.
No, yeah. I haven't washed my hands since.
I have. You have.
Michael, good evening from Manchester. Thank you for joining us. Daniel, hi,
Dan.
How are you? Hopefully you're well. Thank you for coming. Doing a cost, I can't, Kijik 42 username, doing a Costa mini cruise on Tuesday. Your info was fab. Ah, great. We really did enjoy that Costa cruise. It was just fun. Just fun.
Yeah, in a similar way to Celestial, that the mix of people on board is much more international than, say, a US or a UK-based cruise line. So there were people from all nationalities. Of course, there were a little bit of languages spoken. How they did it on Celestial blew our mind. They did it in a fun way, didn't they? That made it fun, and everyone was laughing. Doesn't matter what language you speak. The cruise director there was fantastic.
She was amazing.
Yeah, Teresa. Yeah. Very good.
Was it Life on Celestial Journey is beautiful?
No, that was Vladimir's saying, wasn't it?
No, it was his, I'm sure.
Anyway, it was good. So yeah, Celestial and Costa, we would definitely recommend both.
Really enjoyed them. Sisters on the Seas question: how did you cope without having any sea days to recover? Did you have to have some quieter nights?
No. Well, yes, it was quieter.
Yes, it was.
No, on Celestial, the evenings are great.
Yes.
The bars are great, the cocktails are great, the shows are great, but late night, we didn't really do much for late night. We went to the late night disco, maybe twice.
Yes.
On the first night and maybe on the white night.
Yeah. So most of our excursions, if not all of them, we had four booked with Celestial. They were 8 o'clock off the ship.
Yeah. So Celestial do longer days in port, but that does mean their excursions leave early. Yeah.
So we were off the ship at 8 o'clock in the morning on those 4 days.
And even on the days that we weren't, we were up and we were doing things. Like
we didn't have an excursion in Dubrovnik and we wanted to pretty much do it all. And I'm so glad we got up and did it because, again, we managed to get public transport from the terminal to the old town.
Yeah. Very easy.
Very easy. And it cost like €1.50 each, something ridiculous.
What wasn't cheap was we walked the walls.
€40.
€40 each. And then we walked the walls, and obviously it is a long walk around the wall. So halfway round,
we have to stop for a drink.
They do have bars along the wall. We stopped for a drink. That was roughly about €10 each. So for a good couple of hours, it took us to walk the walls. We spent €100.
Yeah, it was a great experience. Just looking over the city of Dubrovnik. I think you have to do it. If you have never done it, you've got to do it once in Dubrovnik, haven't you?
Got to do it. So it was worth doing, and I'm glad we did it at the time of year we did, because we've heard some stories that in summer it is hard work. I think hard work walking those walls.
Well, even when we were there, it was 25 degrees Celsius, so it was hot.
It was hot, but I wouldn't want to be doing it in
40-degree heat.
Yeah,
it cost me a fortune.
All those bars, yeah.
So the late night disco on Celestyal does stay open until late, but I think especially Tom and I, we really did want to immerse ourselves in the destinations, because again, we'd never visited any of these ports.
No.
And they were fantastic. Can't wait to go back. Okay. Hope there was a late night buffet. No.
No late night buffet.
No late night buffet on Celestyal.
Not even a late night snack was to be had. Now, they do have a room service menu. It is quite pricey compared to other European lines. So we didn't partake.
No. But we did mix it up a little bit on this cruise, because instead of going to dinner for around about 7 o'clock, we ended up going for dinner at 8. And because we were still having four courses and then the odd course between us in the middle of the table, just to try and research, of course, we were coming out at dinner around about 10 o'clock and then going straight to the show, going for a drink, and then going to bed. So it wasn't really needed. And then we were up then at 7. We had breakfast. We were off.
We had breakfast a lot on this cruise.
We did. And we tend not to. Because we sleep in.
So we kind of flipped it around.
It was interesting, but it didn't faze us or me at all. It was really good. Land Rover, thank you for coming. The cave trip is a must do. Yes, Dawn. The video, I got the Insta 360 out and I just sat there at the back of the boat, and I cannot wait to go through that video, because it's going to be magical.
In total, we did 3 caves on this cruise. We did 2 in Kefalonia. So as part of the excursion, we was visiting 2 caves. One was more of a traditional cave. It was enclosed, stalactites, stalagmites, and all that. And then it was the Melesalini cave, which was the blue cave, which was spectacular. And then we did another cave in Bari, in southern Italy, which is near the heel of the boot. And this one was huge, absolutely huge, cathedral-like cave, really good. They wouldn't let us particularly film or take photos in there. They were very strict.
Very militant. As soon as you got your phone out, she was on you.
Yeah. So we managed to sneak a few photos, but not too much there.
But it was great.
Yeah.
David's got a question. As Celestyal was full on, do you think you were allowed enough time in every port of call? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. With Celestyal, there was plenty of time. Of course, we would go back and do more. Particularly Kotor, we went an excursion where we went, if you've been to Kotor, you know there's those mountain-like fjords, and we went right up to the top of those mountains. We went to a bar, we had wine and a sandwich, and with their traditional, what's the thing called? Prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
Ham that they had. Lovely. That was fantastic. We visited one of the local towns in Montenegro. That was good. We came back through Hvar and then back to Kotor.
Amazing. Montenegro just blew me away. Beautiful. I wasn't expecting it. Not expecting it.
But then there's so much more we want to see. Now we know that there's a cable car that we'd like to do, and there is also a what's that thing called that you go downhill? Toboggan. There's a toboggan you can do. So
there's still loads.
There's always more we want to do.
Yeah. So we learned very on in our cruising career that
you can't do everything on the first go.
On the first go, and the chances are you'll be back again, and we will go back again, because the weather was lovely, the people were lovely, the destinations were just incredible.
Yeah.
And in answering your question, we chose to do 4 excursions. We were fully aware that these excursions were like 6, 7, 8 hour days. And we know excursions leave first thing in the morning. We just weren't expecting to be off the ship as soon as the ship docked.
Yeah. But that's the reason why, one of the reasons why Celestyal is a cruise to go to if you like destination, immersion, because
and you don't have to
they do it very well. Yeah.
You don't have to book any excursions with Celestyal.
No, you can do it as much or as little as you want.
Oh, Louise.
Hi, Louise. Now, Louise was on our table at the Sailawaze Awards, and what a fantastic table mate she was. We had a great time with Louise.
We did. Thank you for spending the evening with us. We had a great time. Really did enjoy it. And Louise, I'm booked on Fred for Spain in October. Can't wait.
Oh, see, no, yeah, we must get on to a Fred
Fred
ship.
ship.
We keep saying we'll do a Fred. We've
do
just
a
got to make the dates work for us, haven't we? We've tried several times.
It's tricky. It is tricky.
Um,
But we will get on a Fred because everybody raves about them, and it'd be just great to experience and see what Fred offers. Cruising fans.
yes, absolutely.
Okay, we're both here.
Both here. Good.
Well,
That means, yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Louise has confirmed as well. Football finished 2-2.
2-2. Is that good? I don't know. Hi, Mike. Thank you for joining us. Oh dear, how far behind are we? Question.
Not too bad.
Okay. Question. If you could choose, we're about 20 minutes behind. If you could choose any guest speaker on a cruise, who would it be? Oh, this is a good question. Because we've seen a fair few, haven't we? Any guest speaker. This one's hard. Because I quite like the thing about.
Would that be like a celebrity guest speaker who's telling us about their career and things, or more like an intellectual guest speaker telling us about history?
I'm assuming it's going to be like a celebrity talking about their history and that, because we've seen a fair few of them, and I quite like the fact that you go on the cruise and you don't get to pick who you see, because I never.
Well, unless you book the cruise specifically
for that person. And so, like the Queen Anne cruise, I never watched Call the Midwife or whatever. What else she did? What was it?
It was Downton Abbey.
That's it. I never watched Downton Abbey, but her story, I can't remember her name.
It was Mrs. Patmore.
Mrs.
What's her name in
Patmore.
real life? I don't know. I've forgotten.
It's just a fascinating story. Fascinating how she got into acting and things like that. So I do appreciate a guest speaker on a cruise, and we always go. Like Linda Robson.
Linda Robson was good.
She was fantastic.
Yeah. Who else have we seen?
We've seen a fair few.
Yeah. Who would you choose though?
Who would I love to hear a story? Harry Lineker we've seen as well. Is it Harry Lineker?
No, Redknapp.
Harry Redknapp. See, I don't know nothing about football, but he was really nice.
Yeah. You were very interested in the I'm a Celebrity bits, not the football bits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you haven't answered the question.
Yeah, because it's a really big.
I'd probably want someone quite historical, maybe an Egyptologist or something. I find that fascinating, so I'd like to do that. Someone like that. Celebrity wise, maybe Stephen Fry or someone like that. He always seems fascinating to me. Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's a really good question. I'll have to have a think about it.
Yeah.
Joe Goodwin. Hi. Thanks for joining us, Joe. We heard about your.
He's in the duplex.
Duplex.
Yes.
Nice.
Very fancy.
We've been saying we've got to get back on an MSC cruise ship because we haven't been on in a couple of years.
No.
But I think we want to try Yacht Club.
Yeah. And that's Joe again. He's been in the Yacht Club.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Inspired us.
And Mike Early, we chatted at one of your earlier Q&As, now back from a 3-week Caribbean transatlantic on Virtuosa. Can't wait to do another half-empty ship, not bad weather. You could not ask for anything better.
Yeah, half-empty Virtuosa, winner, chicken dinner. Great, not bad weather, which is good. Caribbean, transatlantic.
Love it.
You want pretty good weather. What was the food like on board, Mike? Did you enjoy the food on MSC? Because some people love it, some people not so much.
I quite liked it.
We were fine, weren't we?
Different.
Yeah.
It's just not what you're expecting. Because obviously MSC do have a really bad rap, in terms of ship size and capacity. And
passenger ratio.
Passenger rate, that's the one I was looking for. And their booze cruise, as they are known as, can be a little bit, I suppose, disappointing for seasoned cruisers and new cruisers alike.
Yeah, if you're not on there for that.
Yeah. But Virtuosa, beautiful ship.
Beautiful ship. Those
first ship we ever went on.
Swarovski staircases on those MSC ships are spectacular. And on Preziosa, it was a gold staircase in Yacht Club, wasn't it? Gold crystals.
I can't remember.
You can't remember that?
Oh, on Preziosa, yes, it was gold. Yes, it was. Bring back all the memories.
The memories.
What a lovely memory to treasure. We'll both have to bow if we meet.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
An amazing experience to look back on with pride.
It really was a fabulous experience.
Oh, Tony's in Florida. It's
Oh,
a toasty 31 degrees.
Oh, gosh.
Not
How nice is that in Florida to be lovely? But mind you, I suppose in the summer, Tony, in Florida, it could be aircon on full type of situation.
Just on the seas, we walked the walls in Dubrovnik in the summer and think we nearly died. We've never been happier to see bars as we were. If it's 40 degrees and that sun is shining, there's no cover.
Dubrovnik is not a very shady place, is it?
So, but I think we did it just at the right sort of temperature because it wasn't cold, but it wasn't hot.
But there's again Dubrovnik, loads more to do.
Yes,
cable car there as well, which looks nice. Apparently the bar up at the top of the cable car is very nice, and explore that area a bit more.
Right, the bar, the food and the drink in Dubrovnik. Wow, the price of it was just eye-opening, wasn't it?
Yes.
Because obviously we had a little walk around the town as well, and we went to the Shame steps where they filmed Game of Thrones, that infamous Shame scene. And just the price. They've definitely capitalised on the old Game of Thrones.
And there's a bar there where everyone jumps off the
we saw that.
The cliffs in Dubrovnik and the rocks.
I can't remember what it's called.
It's quite a nice bar, but
it's literally on the
it's
cliff.
Nothing amazing, but the price of the drinks are quite steep.
Everything is in Dubrovnik.
Just like the cliff.
Oh, well, inside the old town. We can't speak for outside because we didn't really have a look. Cruising Fanatic. Hi guys, it's been a week since we disembarked Celebrity Apex for 81 days until Iceland and Greenland on Princess. Can't wait after seeing your vlogs, Mark. I would do that.
Favourite itinerary
in a heartbeat. I
hope you have a great experience just like we did. Get on that top deck and watch that sail around in Greenland, particularly through Prince Christian Sound, into Nanortalik, into Krokottok. It is stunning.
It's beautiful. Honestly, one of the best cruises we've done.
I don't think we'll ever forget when we first went, oh my God, there's an iceberg over there. And just seeing the icebergs going past the ship, beautiful. That is a great cruise. Iceland, we love.
Love Iceland.
Yeah, if you're going to Akureyri, try and get into the Forest Lagoon if you can. It is beautiful in there. Not as busy as the ones further south. And it's a very big favourite of crew as well. So there's not that many guests from ships in there.
And just remember, when you're visiting the Krokottok and Nanortalik in Greenland, make sure you put sunscreen on because it does get really hot. People are sunbathing.
And there can be a few little midges about as well.
A lot of midges.
Yeah.
But you'll have a fantastic time. And we do that cruise again in our heartbeat.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Beautiful. Ken Goes Cruising, thank you for joining us.
Hi, Ken. Hi, Lindsay.
Davina.
Kotor is a fabulous port. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And as we were talking about Dubrovnik, talking about Dubrovnik earlier, if you want to go for a meal out off the ship, we'd probably recommend doing that in Kotor instead of Dubrovnik because you're getting a similar experience. It's a walled city,
cheaper,
but it's much cheaper.
Yes, it's like a quarter of the price.
And it is beautiful there still. Yeah,
full of history, full of cats. And we learned why, didn't we?
Yes, as part of our excursion, we had a little tour of Kotor, didn't we? And they have to feed the cats now, locals.
It's like a law where each household had to look after 4 cats, and that's why there are lots of cats.
Yeah.
And there's even a cat museum.
There is a cat museum. We didn't go in, but there is a cat museum.
Travel Life with Lucy. Oh, don't worry. Thank you for joining us. Much appreciated.
So, Lucy's been to Dubrovnik as well. Lucy did go up the cable car. So if you want to see what it's like up the cable car in Dubrovnik, Lucy's got a vlog on that. And she's just been on her first solo cruise. So she's hopefully that went very well.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure. Canada, hi boys. Hi, thanks for joining us.
Hello. I think that's like the whole country?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good.
The whole country of Canada. That is a lot of viewers.
Susan, the speaker I would love to hear is Eddie the Eagle. What a story he could tell.
Eddie the Eagle. No, there's a film with him with Taron Egerton.
Yes, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah. And Taron is from Aberystwyth, which is not far away from us.
No.
Here.
And we went to Aberystwyth yesterday, and then this morning we had a message on Facebook saying, "Did I spot you two on the pier? What was it? On the prom of Aberystwyth?" And we were like, "Yeah, she said hello."
Spotted in the wild.
So yeah, intro Facebook. So yeah, we've got a great little community on Facebook growing really, really fast. Lots of people on there contributing. Head over, have a look.
Yes, we do post our twice weekly questions. So today, because we went to the Sail Awards this week, our question today is about what cruise line do you think deserves an award and why? So if you do have an answer for that, pop over to our Facebook and whack it in the group.
Should we do cruise reveal? Because it is now 20 to 8.
Yes, gosh, the time has gone. So yeah, we better tell you about our next cruise.
Very exciting.
Just been talking, haven't we already? So yeah, our next cruise again is going to be completely different for us. We have never sailed with this cruise line before. We have never sailed on this ship, as we have never sailed on any ship twice. But a ship might be a strong word for it. This is going to be our smallest ever cruise.
Yes.
It's going to be a yacht cruise, and we're going all the way up to Oban in Scotland to embark.
Yeah.
You do know, Dom? Yeah?
I do know. I have been told.
So at the Sailawaze Awards, they were double award winners. They won the award for, let me just check that I've got this correct, service and expedition, because on all of their yachts.
I thought it was food, wasn't it?
No.
Okay.
Service and expedition, because on all of their yachts, they have a guide on board.
So, yeah, really looking forward to it. It's going to be very immersive into sort of wildlife and the Hebrides.
I thought you were going to actually say what it was, but you
Hebrides Cruise Line. Is it Hebrides Cruises?
Hebrides Cruises.
That's who we're going with.
Yeah.
Yeah, something completely different. Really looking forward to it. And that'll be in May. Well, the end of this month, 2 weeks.
So, if you've never heard of Hebrides Cruises, they are a very small cruise line that operates up in the west coast of Scotland, up in and around the Hebrides, sailing from Oban. They have 3 ships, pretty much very small. We've got, I think, a maximum of 10 guests on our yacht that we're sailing on. So we'll be sailing on the yacht Lucy Mary at the end of the month.
Yeah, very excited.
So,
yeah, something completely unique, completely different. Can't wait to, well, we're going to see a lot of wildlife.
I hope so.
Dolphins, seals, puffins, the lot.
Yeah, so we're really looking forward to doing something very different. So if anyone has been to the Hebrides, up in that area, there is no set itinerary for this cruise. It's all dependent on weather, dependent on wildlife. So we shall wait and see. But do let us know if you've been in that part of the world. Is there something we should say, we'd like to go and see, like to do? What should we do? So yeah, we'll be heading all the way up to Oban and getting on board this very special yacht.
Yes. Lucy Mary.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
There's our cruise reveal. Okay. David Attenborough. That would be interesting. I think you definitely, he would have to do, Sir David Attenborough, would have to do a number of Q&As, because I think that theatre would be so full every single time.
Oh gosh, yeah. He's a very inspiring person. Very inspiring person.
Joe's talking about Yacht Club. I know, very posh for me, to be fair. I'll be addressed as Miss Bouquet on
Love it. Love it. Will you be in your jogging suit, jogging around the ship, looking for your sister? If you're a fan of Keeping Up Appearances, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Stowaways.
Yeah.
Sweet Natured Yacht Club food is great. Non-yacht is food. less so.
Yeah. I think we were very, very lucky in the both times we've sat with MSC because we have had good experiences. Yeah.
So it'd be interesting, but I would love to try the yacht club experience. Mike, we found the food fine at that price point. Also did the specialty meals, which were fine too, especially butcher's cut, back on Virtuosa in June for Norway.
Oh, that'd be good. And again, fjords, can't go wrong. Beautiful scenery, beautiful itinerary. We love the fjords, don't we?
We do. And I'm sure you'll have a fantastic time. We've never eaten in Butcher's Cut. That's one specialty restaurant we haven't dined in.
No, we haven't.
But it's supposed to be
good.
But we've got a high bar now because we did the veranda on Queen Victoria.
That was very good.
It was just
brilliant.
Wow. We waddled out of that specialty. Yeah. The amount of food was just incredible.
Grill Seekers on Celestial that we have yet to show you was amazing. When they came with the cheese for the two of us, it was off the chart.
And I enjoy cheese.
Yeah,
I love it. But when that cart came out, I was like, no more, please, no more food.
Yeah, it was spectacular. And we still hadn't had dessert at that point.
What are you going to do? Yes. So we're going to do Lucy Mary with Hebridean Cruises, sailing out of Oban for a few nights. There's no set itinerary. No. It's all dependent on wildlife, weather. So, yeah, it's going to be quite liberating.
We don't know where we're going. We don't know what we're doing.
Could end up in Norway.
There's only going to be the maximum of 10 of us on board. I think there's 4 crew, maybe 5 crew. Very small amount of people on board.
Can't wait. Chris PNW, thank you for joining us. I keep hearing all these news stories about inflation and tight household budgets. I'm not seeing cruise demand prices drop. What are you seeing? Exactly the same. Cruise prices are higher than they've been for a very, very long time. It's very difficult to get that last minute deal or bargain.
Yeah.
I think people are paying for these holidays and experiences because they're valuing them. Life is hard. I went to Tesco's on Friday and I came out there really disheartened. Tesco's is a supermarket in the UK, and I couldn't believe
they got on cruise prices.
It's all part of inflation, isn't it?
To the meal deal in Tesco that you're fuming about.
So we usually have the Tesco Finest meal deal for 2, and you get lasagna, you get a side, you get dessert, and you get a bottle of wine.
Not just lasagna, you can have any.
A
selection of mains.
Yeah, they have a selection of mains. £12. Well, it was 10 about a year and a half ago. Then it went up to 12, and we were like, yeah, it comes with a bottle of wine. That's okay. £15. It's gone up £3. I was like, no chance.
Anyway,
we'll have frozen.
Back to cruising. No, demand is definitely not going down for cruises, despite the inflation and tightening household budget. In fact, I think it's going up. Louise might be able to tell us more because I think she went to the meeting on Thursday, where they revealed lots of stats about cruising and that demand is definitely not dropping at all. Cruise is diversifying more. New to cruise is booming. Family cruising is getting bigger and bigger. As you can see by the type of ships that have been released by cruise lines, there is not many cruise lines that are going smaller. Actually, nearly all are going bigger and bigger.
I think the cruise package, what you get on a cruise vacation holiday, is so good.
Value for money wise, it is still an excellent way to go on holiday.
And I think people are prioritizing that holiday, that experience, whether they're booking their cruises 2-3 years in advance and paying X amount a month to do it.
I think that is definitely the way to do it. If you're on a budget, is book early, secure the cruise you want, and cruise lines know that. Princess at the moment is doing their £1, €1, $1 deposit. other cruise lines are doing buy one, get one half price. There's discounts. So there is some discounts there to be had to make it easier to start paying for the cruise and book the cruise. But yeah, I do not see demand going down anytime soon.
Going up, and up.
Yeah, people do prioritise
the little luxuries, because times are hard.
A luxury that is, and a cruise is excellent value.
It is. Mary, question: how much are the cable cars in Kotor to do on your own? If anybody knows,
I don't know, but Lucy
made it. She did it.
Yes, but she did it in Dubrovnik. Can I remember if she did it in Kotor? I don't know.
We haven't done it, but next time we go, we definitely will do it.
Yeah,
because it just looks incredible. Adrenaline rush.
Not the cable car.
Oh no,
the
toboggan back down. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
we did see the cable car, didn't we?
We did.
As we were up on the highest point, eating our sandwich and drinking our wine.
Yeah.
Chris found out we booked the Golden Circle tour in Iceland. Good. I highly recommend that. It's the first time you've been to Reykjavik and that area. Get on the Golden Circle tour because it is just wow. Be mindful. Everybody gets off the ship at Reykjavik to do these types of tours. And because they're full days, 7, 8, 9, 10 hour excursions, everybody is off that ship when the ship docks. And there are huge queues. So just be mindful of that. On the day we went to Reykjavik, we had a little bit of breakfast and we were like, yeah, we'll just stroll off. Got down to the main piazza and we were like, oh God.
Last person on our minibus.
Every time. So yeah, we'll make sure you bring the Midgie spray. Yeah, we actually bought it in Iceland. Yeah, we did, didn't we?
I think we did.
We did, yeah, because we forgot it. So
and
we Iceland.
The fact that you're going on a rib in Greenland, spectacular, best excursion to date.
Yeah, it was so good. Sounds fab. Is it a sheep guide? I don't know. I suppose this is our doodah. Hebridean cruise with a guide.
Oh, I was thinking what?
Mark, it's all dependent on weather. I'm sure you have a great time. I know, that's what I'm thinking. We'll end up in
everyone do a prayer for nice weather, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joe, I won't be exercising on that cruise at all, except from walking to the buffet and back. We do not blame you.
No, enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Davina, it all sounds fantastic. Looking forward to your vlogs. South has a lovely East.
I don't know.
It has lovely beaches if the weather is good. I can't wait.
Beautiful. Let's hope so. Yes. Cruise is booming. I knew Louise would know. It's the fact that you can budget up front. Yes, best to book early. Yeah, absolutely. Like we said, I think people will still keep cruising. Average age is coming down. Yes, I saw that again. Average age is dropping. And that is not surprising to us in any way, is it? I don't think that age rate is ever going to go back up. The target is families now, and people are getting into cruise much younger.
Which is great.
It's great. And cruise lines are noticing that and adapting how they put on their entertainment, the facilities on board, the wellness opportunities, the food offer is now geared to younger people.
Fly driver school. Oh, okay. Mel's finally got me on a Virgin cruise, the comedy one at the end of August. Any tips, and can I avoid the pajama party?
But do you want to avoid the pajama party?
You don't want to avoid the do it. Buy a pair of new pajamas.
Our biggest tip, and I'm sure Sweet Natured would also take the same, is just embrace the Virgin way.
Yeah, because it is so different.
It is different. Take the traditional concept of cruising and just go with it. Biggest tip, book the restaurants as soon as possible. Find out which restaurants you want to go to, book them ASAP, and get your time slot in, because those popular time slots do disappear quickly. Yeah. And if you can make the most of the restaurants, do it.
We tend to be creatures of habit on cruises, because cruise lines tend to have dinner between certain times, then they have the show on, then they have a bit of entertainment in one of the bars on board. With Virgin, everything is just different. It's very difficult to structure your day that way because they've got little pop-up activities going over here. The show might be on at different times.
Yeah, it's not as structured at all.
But it is just so much fun to check the planner in terms of what activities and events are taking place, and just go for it. Like on our 4-day cruise, how much did we have in terms of bar tab? Because we didn't spend it all. We really struggled to spend it on Virgin because soft drinks were included. So when we were on, if we were buying a gin and tonic, you'd pay for the gin. The tonic was topped up. The tonic was included because it's classed as a soft drink. So Virgin do have a great sort of deal in terms of bar tab, where you can pre-purchase a package, like pay 200, get 225, pay 300, get 350, and something like that.
Yeah, and that is becoming, I don't know, it's a strange thing because Virgin, I know, are testing out drinks packages.
Yeah.
And then Celestial have just recently switched to the Virgin style and doing what they call Celestial Pay or Celestial One, depending on how you book it, which again works in the same way as Virgin, where you put on a set amount of money and then add money on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's different ways of thinking about cruising, really. Any other top tips? If you are feeling particularly adventurous and really want to get into the Virgin way, start your cruise off with a grog walk. Best thing we did.
So good. 50, it's 50 when we sailed with them last year, it was €50 each. We had $50 each. I do apologize. We had a tour around 4 venues on board, and then we ended the night with exclusive early access to the manor where the pajama party was being held because it was too cold to hold it outside.
Yeah.
And we had a drink in each of those venues. Some were nice, 1 or 2 were questionable. But overall, we were in each venue for around about 25, 30 minutes. It was a great opportunity to speak and talk to fellow passengers, fellow cruisers, because they sort of make you do little funny games and challenges with each other to get to know each other.
We met people on the grog walk that we still speak to now.
True.
It was really good.
Really good. And don't be put off by those little challenges because, I hate
They're not hard.
They're not. They're like, tell somebody something. They're really simple, straightforward tasks. They're just designed to get you chatted. And after a few of those included cocktails, you'll be away.
You'll be away.
But we had a great time. Honestly, really did enjoy Virgin. Absolutely exhausted afterwards, but the food, wow.
Yeah.
Love the food.
Beautiful.
So good.
Good. So,
he's looking at what have we forgotten? What have I forgotten? Because I am rambling on.
Nothing. Kotor.
€18 return.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the Kotor. That's pretty good, really, isn't it? 15 quid.
Not bad.
£15, not bad at all. Joe, when I tried Butcher's Cut restaurant, the food was so fancy, I wasn't sure whether to eat it or ensure
it. Brilliant. I'm sure you put that aside and did eat it. Yeah. It's not displayed somewhere in your bedroom at the moment, is it?
So yeah, it's all good. I think if Easy Cruise, so this always interests me. I think if Easy Cruise come back, the low cost, flat fare, pay for everything model would be a success. Do you know what? I really do believe that as well.
It might have been too early.
Early.
Customers perhaps weren't prepared at the time for the Easy Cruise model, but maybe.
Well, you book a room, nobody's clean it, you pay for all your food on board, you pay for any activities or venues or drinks. It was just, a really unique idea. And it was orange, so you just paid for a room like you would a Premier Inn, and then everything else you pay for while you're on board.
It'd be interesting. I don't know how appealing that would be for us.
No, I'd hate it
because we like the
I like it.
The food and the entertainment and everything that comes with a cruise.
I turn down service, clean your room. Easy Cruise, you nobody clean your room unless you paid for it.
Nobody.
So and I do love a turn down service.
Yeah.
Do you?
Especially if they bring us snacks and chocolates. Yeah.
Celestial brought us snacks.
Brought us different
snack every night. Turn down service. little Greek treat. It's lovely. I think Jane McDonald did a similar Highlands cruise a few years ago. She made haggis.
Right, we'll go back and have a look at that.
We'll have to.
Yeah.
See if we'll be making haggis.
No, I do remember. I think she went somewhere. I don't know. I want to say looking for mussels or something fish related as well on that cruise, if I remember right. Well, go back and have a look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Sweet nature. Grog walks are such good fun and great art. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, they are so good. Even
Well, we probably should say about our YouTube channel that this week we also hit a milestone on our channel where we have 13,000 subscribers. So I thought you were going to say that then. So thank you everybody who has subscribed already. If you haven't, please hit subscribe. And if you haven't hit like on this live, which we haven't spoken about again, is please hit like.
Yeah, please do. It really does help the channel out. It shows YouTube that people enjoy our content. Add a little comment to videos and all sorts. It's very unique because as much as subscribers don't count, it's all about the watch time, the engagement, how long people are on your video for. It is a nice little thing to say that somebody's enjoying our content and they want to get those lovely little notifications when a new video is coming out.
Yeah,
which will be tomorrow at 5.
The more that anybody interacts with our content, the better it is for YouTube.
Absolutely. So Queen Anne episode
3, vlog 3.
Yeah, vlog 3.
Yeah, we are in Vigo with Sisters on the Seas. We march them up to the top of the hill and back down again. We go to Aranya.
Oh yeah,
try that. Not the best experience, but we'll tell you more in the vlog. Plus, we visit Queen Anne's new entertainment venue, the Bright Light Society.
Yeah, great cruise.
Yeah, really good.
Thank you, Mary. Hello to sorry, here we go. Frank and Jen from New Mexico. Love it. I bet you've got beautiful weather there.
New Mexico, it's got to be hot, hasn't it? Yeah.
So, thank you for joining us both. Really appreciate it. Mary, congratulations on your 13K. Yeah,
thank you very much.
We do, honestly, we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's
another thing to celebrate this week. We have had one hell of a week.
Yeah, we have. Well, we haven't even mentioned the Sailawaze Awards.
We went,
Well, we mentioned it, but we haven't said anything about it.
Okay, so yes, we were invited to the Sailawaze Awards in London at the Underglobe, which is underneath the Globe Theatre. It is an absolute spectacular venue. Really, really beautiful, wasn't it? We had such a fun evening. It was action-packed again, a whirlwind. It happened straight after our trip to Buckingham Palace. So as you can imagine, again, a very busy day. We managed to speak to lots of different people from lots of different cruise lines. We had a fantastic table of people that was just so fun.
Great meal, great food, and great awards. Some really, really great worthy winners involved.
Really worthy winners. There was, again, like we said, Hebridean Cruises won 2, Celestyal won 1 award, so that was great. P&O won an award for entertainment. Who else can I think of who won? Crystal won an award.
Yeah, Crystal.
Lots and lots.
It was a great experience. The first awards ceremony that we've ever gone to. We've been invited to others in the past, but this was just, we were there, we could, and we went. It was great.
Yes, it was fantastic. I did do a post in the week on Facebook, so if you have a look at the pictures on Facebook, underneath there, I put all the winners from the night.
Okay, right, where are we? We're here. So Scott, I'm going on QM2 tomorrow. Can I come? Have you guys got sorry, I do apologize. Have you guys got a drinks package on Cunard, and would you recommend? Every time we've done a Cunard, we've always gone for the drinks package. Reason being is we're not lager drinkers. We like a nice glass of wine. We like our shorts, and we like premium tonic. So for us, if I'm buying a gin and tonic and I'm asking for premium gin, premium tonic, it's going to come to around about $17, $18, including service charge per drink. So for us, it kind of the $72 a day, because we've gone on 5 to 7 night cruises, $17. The longer you cruise for, the cheaper it is. Works out for us. And 5 drinks, 4 drinks, we've kind of made our money back.
And it does include that service charge in the drinks package. So it's quite easy to look at the drinks price on the menu and say, oh, well,
I'll just go.
I can go individually. But when you add on the service charge for each item you're ordering, it also adds to the price. So make sure you add that in when you're working it out. But for us personally, it works.
Nice glass of wine.
It all depends on what you enjoy, what you like drinking. If you sit there of an evening, you have one beer, it's not going to be worth it.
But we have beer. Well, I may have a lager in the day. We have cocktails in the evening, and with Cunard, each venue on board has got their own sort of select cocktails, and you can have whatever cocktails you want at 13, up to the price of $13.50 currently. So try them all. It's you're on holiday.
Yes. So it's up to you what you drink, what you enjoy doing. For us,
because it is pricey.
It is worth it.
But for us, it works out that we can do it, and we always make our money on it. Always. It's just one of them things. I think everybody who asks about drinks package, it's a case of, how much do you drink and how much is it going to cost you? It's very personal. Joe, quick question. For my next cruise series, I'm going to be doing a chain McDonald at the end of each year. Yeah, I'll be funny and good. I'm going to hold you to that, Joe.
We will be on the lookout for your Jane McDonald lip sync moment.
Musical tribute. Oh no, Susan does the lip sync.
I don't think she does that anymore, does she?
She stopped doing it.
She stopped doing it in the cruise of a lifetime.
Mary, diolch for the live, no problems. Nostar to you as well. Jane did collect mussels. There was an honesty box. Okay.
My
There's
memory.
a few honesty boxes around here for eggs.
There is.
All right. Thank you ever so much, everybody, for joining. It's been fantastic. Law Greens, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for commenting on our tan.
Yeah, looking brown. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
we saw your little tribute to us this week.
Last week while they were eating their meals. No one else will know about that, but they know what we're talking about. They've just put out their Sun Princess vlog as well. Ooh. I was going to say Sky, then I had to correct myself. Sun Princess vlog.
Thank you for joining us. Susan King, thanks. No, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And David, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everybody. Remember, our next Queen Anne vlog is out tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So please give that a watch, pop a comment on there, and we will talk to you very soon. Oh, quick, Ian. Now, Ian just messaged me today, so a quick hello to him. Glad I made it for your live. Really enjoying the Cunard vlogs at the Mo. I was on Victoria with you at New Year. So disappointed that we didn't have an overnight in Amsterdam. Yeah, such a shame because we missed the fireworks on that cruise, which was very disappointing, really, wasn't it? And then we ended up on a slanted Queen Victoria off the east coast of England.
We did. That was New Year's Day, wasn't it?
New Year's Day, yeah.
It was all good. All good. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us on this Sunday. Honestly, really, really appreciate every single one of you for taking the time and coming and having a little chat with us.
Yes, we're off now to get ourselves ready for work tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
So thank you very much. See you soon.
Bye-bye.